What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I wanted to bring to you a video that was just some thought process on my mind about Michigan football's basically their road woes, and I just wanted to kind of follow up and get further and deeper into what I've noticed so far over the course of the season as far as basically the formula and the recipe in order to beat Michigan on the road. So it's I would say that they've already played two games now, so it's a fairly decent sample size. I mean, they're only going to play three more games on the road. Pretty much think they're going to take care of Rutgers on the road, but you still got Michigan State and Ohio that we have to go to and play. So unfortunately, I would say that game one against Notre Dame, they game planned and had a pretty much the formula on how to beat Michigan's football team when they're on the road. So just going over what I've noticed so far, the biggest thing that I've noticed is very slow starts on both sides of the football. So it's not just that they're struggling on offense, because in both games so far, it was pretty much a mirror image. They started off slow, for 3-and-outs on offense, but on defense, it's like they were also shaky as well, giving up big plays, big chunk plays through the air, missing tackles. Just it's almost as though they weren't ready to play, and almost like when you get caught off guard, or you're surprised and you're not ready, that people can take advantage. That's how they seem for at least the first quarter of these road games. So if you're a team at home, obviously you're going to have that advantage of being the home team, but you're going to be able to get off to a good start against Michigan, against their defense, before they really hunker down and get locked in and start shutting things down. So it looks like what you have to do in order to beat Michigan when they're on the road is score about, it looks like around 20 points. If you get 21 points, pretty much it looks like you're going to be able to get the victory. Now, obviously, things change. Players are going to get better, more experience, and that line might move slightly. But so far, for the first two games, that's what it's been. Basically, hit them real quick, hit them in the jaw, score as many points as possible, and then just hope to hang on and win. Because it seems like after the first quarter, really, that's when the defense starts to, really play the way to their capabilities, and then slowly but surely the offense starts to pick up and eventually starts to score. So, if you can hold off and build yourself a big enough lead, it seems that that's all it really takes to beat Michigan on the road. So, like I said, I don't think that's going to happen against Rutgers, but that could possibly happen against Michigan State, and I think definitely would happen against Ohio if we don't play any better. So it's just something to think about. Personally, I think one of the things that hopefully they'll do, if they win the toss, they need to defer. I'm just putting that out there because, it seems like like I said, they struggle on the road to start the game, so there's no point in getting the ball first just to go and do a 3-and-out. If that's how you guys are going to play to start the game, you might as well go on defense. Hopefully you get a stop. If not, at least starting the second half when you're more into the game, you're going to get the ball on the first possession. So, I think that's just one thing that they need to think about doing. I don't know what the solution is. There's no way to bottle up how you play at home and bring it and take that with you on the road. But something has to change. The only reason that they won that game against Northwestern, and I'm not going to say Northwestern is a bad team, but they're not a great team. Definitely not a great offensive team. And the only reason why that Michigan came back was because of that. If this was another team that was even half decent, no way they're coming back. I mean, that's what happened with Notre Dame. By the time they got things rolling, the defense really settled down and played well. It was too late. They just ran out of time before they could come back. So hopefully they can put a plug on whatever woes or whatever issues it is. I don't know if it's a coaching issue, whether it's just a confidence issue for these players on the road. I don't know what it is, but it has to get fixed and soon. I mean, if we're serious about making a run to the college playoffs, we have to be able to be more consistent on the road. That's just the bottom line. So, also I wanted to add to this video my thoughts about the whole signing of Dax Hill. I know I'm late to the party. Well, I'm not late to the party because I was following the story when it happened and everything like that. I just haven't made a video about it until now. So I'm thrilled that we're able to land him. I know that we were pretty much, he had that official visit. I think it was during the SMU game, and he said that he was pretty much set. He just had to see a few things. He brought his family with him, which is always a good sign. So when I heard that, I was pretty much confident that he was going to, commit to Michigan. So, right off the bat, obviously, this is a huge boost to the secondary for next year. God knows we need safeties like there's no tomorrow, based off of what we've seen for the last few years now. But definitely for the last couple of years, our safeties have been the weak spot, and definitely the weak spot for this defense this year. So obviously the addition of him is huge for the team, but there's a couple other fronts that this is a huge signing for. Also, just throwing it in, it's huge because it's nice to see us land big time players, high ranking players from places nowhere near where the school is. So it seems like our reach is getting further and further. I mean, you're looking at grabbing Aubrey Solomon a few years ago. Now you're looking at grabbing not only Dax Hill but Chris Hinton as well. Chris Hinton being from Georgia, near Atlanta. Dax Hill being from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it's no longer just pulling kids from the local area. That's still important. If you watch one of my videos from before where I talk about the key to Michigan recruiting being take care of home first and then start reaching out. But the more and more kids that we can pull from, further and further away from the school, the better, because it just adds to the pool of talent that we'll be pulling in. So, not only that, but just the mere fact of being able to pull such a high top recruit, it's huge because it's going to get people talking as far as future recruits, them seeing all these big name recruits are going there. Maybe let me show some interest for Michigan that I probably wouldn't have if nobody was going there. That's going to be a key thing as well, because long gone are the days where you have kids that are just going to Michigan just because they want to go to Michigan, because of tradition and everything like that. Those days are pretty much over. I remember Jabril Peppers said that that's the main reason that he wanted to go to Michigan was because of that. But that's just rare. That's no longer the case where players are wanting to go to a Michigan or going to a Notre Dame or going to a Tennessee or schools along that line that are just for the tradition of big name schools. Those days are over with now. So it's harder and harder to pull these recruits. So I was thoroughly, I'm not gonna say surprised, but I was ecstatic that we were able to pull him and have him be part of our recruiting class. So I mean, the sky's the limit. Hopefully, we can keep up the momentum and get more big name recruits in, and continue to stack the team and get the team bigger and better. So, anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps me out. Leave me a comment section in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about Michigan's football as a whole. Do you think that we're going to be able to solve our road woes and play better on the road? Or do you think it's just going to be the same thing the next time we play on the road? And if you like my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel as big as possible and try to get the discussion going as far as Michigan football goes. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and go Blue.